Goalkeepers, do you want longer lasting, better performing gloves? Then watch this video for a beginner's guide to washing and caring for your gloves. When to clean your gloves? The obvious answer here is when dirty. Dirt from playing and training, be it on grass, artificial surfaces, but also sweat from your hands will impair the quality of the grip and the gloves. So washing them will help them last longer, perform better, stop them smelling. But it's also really important to wash your gloves when you first get them. Pre-wash. When gloves are made, they often pick up dirt from the factory floor, and they also come with kind of an invisible film of sorts on top. It's really important to wash that off because it's quite slippy at start, and when you get into the latex a bit, that's when it starts getting sticky. Some new gloves also come with this protective film on, so soaking them and pre-washing them can actually help get this off and make sure you don't tear the latex underneath. So how to clean them? All you need is a bowl and some lukewarm water, not too hot, not too cold. Let the gloves soak, get them in there, get them wet. Now, you can use some pre-wash if you want to, however, you don't have to. Water is fine. Don't use detergent and don't use normal soap because this will eventually dry the latex out and means they won't perform. If you don't have a bowl, you don't need one. Take them in the shower. That's exactly what I used to do. After a game, jump in the shower, wash them then. Works just as well. These have just been soaking for a couple of minutes and you can see that the water's already started going brown. All you need to do here is simply work the latex and you'll see water coming out, which is discoloured, it's brown. This is basically all the dirt. It's all the 3G rubber bits that you play on. And near here, you'll hear the latex starting getting squeaky clean again and it will start to perform. Just use your thumbs, use your fingers, maybe use a sponge. Don't use anything like a scrubbing brush or anything which is abrasive, as that will ruin the latex. So keep it smooth, just squeeze it out. And just look at that. This has been, I've hardly really cleaned these. I've rubbed them a little bit, I've squeezed them a little bit, and the dirt that's come out of these, just look at how dirty that water is. Right, they're now washed. How to dry them? Well, you can hang them. So I used to do, just stick them in the laundry room, hang them, keep them out of direct sunlight, and all the water will simply drip and drop down. Every now and again, give the fingers a squeeze, and then the water will just come out. After a little bit, they'll be good to go. Now, whatever you do, don't put them on a radiator. My mum used to do that when I was young. It used to drive me crazy. Now, latex always works best when it's damp. And what I've heard is that some pros do, some players, wash them in the shower, stick them in the towel, and simply wrap them in the towel, and they'll be ready for the next time they play. So how often do you need to clean them? To be honest, it's up to you. It all depends on how often do you play and how dirty the gloves actually get. Personally, I used to wash them on a night before a game, so then they were nice and damp for the game, and that's when I felt these gloves perform best. But it's up to you. Get into a routine, clean them, look after your tools, and they will look after you. So what is normal wear of a pair of gloves? Latex is a natural material, so it will wear. It will obviously depend on how often you play and also what kind of surfaces that you play on, as well as how hot and how dry it is. Now, you'll see this pair of gloves I've been using for a long time now, and they've got wear on the palm, they've got wear on the fingers, but yet they still perform. If you wash them, they will look after you. If you play on artificial surfaces, 3G, your gloves will wear quicker than if you play on the pristine Premier League grounds that you see, where the ground is watered and it's a beautiful surface to play on. The way that you dive will also make a difference. And so I seem to get a lot of wear here because I'm rubbing my glove against it. You'll see here as well from where I've been diving. Also, if you're right or left-handed, sometimes that will make a difference to how your gloves wear. I seem to get a lot of wear on my right finger because I'm right-handed and I throw the ball that way. So I get a lot of wear here and a lot of wear here because of how I dive and how I throw the ball. So sometimes the wear that you get on your gloves will be personalised to you. If you get up with an open hand, then your palm will hit the 3G and then you'll start getting a lot of wear there. If you get up with a fist, then you won't get so much wear. So how you play will also impact how quickly your gloves wear. How to store your gloves? Well, the tendency is to go palm to palm and then put them back in the wallet. But if they're still wet, then they'll dry and then you'll end up having to peel them apart, which again, may damage the latex. So just a little tip is that if you put them back to back and then put them in, if you are going to keep them in the wallet, then the palms won't dry together, they won't stick, and the latex will be protected. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and you use these tips and tricks in order to get squeaky clean gloves that will last longer and perform better. If you've enjoyed this video, drop it a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel, watch this video next, I think you'll like it.